Whoa. All the pixels there appeared for a second. Hey guys, it's Gum here, and we are back for more Sonic Superstars. And last time we had to encounter Fane in Golden Capital City again, but at least he didn't take the Chaos Emeralds that time. But still had to fight him twice, though. Am I just not allowed to win that fight in one go? Oh well, I don't need to worry about trying to win that fight in one go, because what matters to me is that I completed. That's what matters to me. Same thing for the final boss. Which, well, we'll get to the final boss, because we're getting close to that. Boom. And, yeah. Using emerald powers, you don't come all pixely, and... Wait, am I going the wrong way? I guess not. But, yeah, anyway. Oh, wow. See the idea this is supposed to work, but yeah. And you know what I was meant to say what I'm about to say what I was about to say for when I get closer to where I want to say it. And then, but hey, since we're in the cyber station here, we'll be able to see Metal Sonic fully complete now. Because will that make him stronger? Who knows? No, we only did the robot's just a cosmetic thing. So it could be any robot. But yeah. Anyway, I was going for the stage here, which is all one act, and anything in here? Okay, it's just rings. And oh, nah, come on! Can't even double jump off that. Well, at least I can here. Right, cause I don't think I can just jump onto another one. Well, like, and actually, wait, can I? Oh yeah, I can. I think it was because I kept reached the top and flown off it. That's what it was. Come on. And I was just about to go. Worst part was I was about to go super. Oh well. Now this freaking mouse trail here. Imagine if they made this little mouse trail thing would be like a Pac-Man stage. That'd be cool. Come on, where was I supposed to go there? And now to climb that all again. Wasn't letting me go down. What the heck? Well, come on. It's such a stupid part to die on here. I just wish you could grab onto the poles, onto these here, and so you don't just start back at the bottom. That's my problem with this. And seriously, it wouldn't let me go down when it could let me on other ones. What is up? What's with that? Oh. Because, come on, I had an option to go down on one of them. The unfortunate thing is I can't. Oh, it's because I was like, I see now. It's because I had to face the direct. It's because I can only turn left or right or go forward. I can't just go backward the way I came. That's what the problem it was. Come on. I don't usually have trouble with this. And the one time it's now giving me trouble, it's here. And the worst part about this is that there's no alternate pathway around it. I have no choice but to clear it. There we go. Yeah, give me that checkpoint. I do not want to really do that again. But, although, it doesn't stop me from replaying the stage, because, honestly, I would much rather have a section that... yeah, I would much rather have a section in a stage that is annoying than a boss fight that is annoying. Because, at least with the annoying section in a stage, it doesn't usually last as long. Well, boss fight, it could last long. And so that's my logic there. I found the golden enemy. We'll give it. Ah man, there goes all those rings. I haven't even said the line that Grant says in Shadow the Hedgehog. No, my beautiful rings. Get an extra coin. I'm just trying really hard not to get hit here. Damn it. It's weird how the egg robos are not all pixelated here when everything else is. Did they just not have time to make them? That's one possibility, but I don't know. That could just be. And if that's the case, then they could have patched that in, and yeah, if you hit a wall that you can't go through or break through, you instantly die in the rocket section. But yeah, I would much rather put. At least this section's easy compared to unlike the mouse section. The unfortunate thing is I didn't save the golden wall bar. I didn't save. Well, come on. But you know, if I was gonna find those golden enemies to clear them in the stage, I would do it in the main game, not in Trip's story. Since it's easier in that game, might as well just do it the easy way. Plus, I think it's just hard enough as is, and I don't need to make it more harder on me. Oh, 100 rings. Too bad you can't laugh. And yeah, look, Metal Sonic looks complete. And I'm doing this now. Thinking I'm Metal Sonic good. Shoot. Yeah, it's so crazy to think how even just a silent character like Metal Sonic could kind of get ruined, because it mainly just in terms of how much of a threat he could be, because with him having so many appearances in the 2010s, it's not really much of a big of a threat as he used to be in Heroes. But yeah, in the 2020s he has been taking a step back, who hasn't been appealing in too much. So far in the 2020s he's appeared in Colors Ultimate, Origins / Origins Plus, this game Superstars, and I got Sonic X Shadow Generations, and Sonic Prime, as well as Chaos Sonic. And just what? Thank God. That way I can just get some extra rings here to go super again. And of course, Metal Sonic did appear in the post-credit scene of Sonic Movie 3, so it's gonna be like the main antagonist of Sonic Movie 4. Of course, the interactions that Sonic had in Metal was perfect in that post-credit scene. I'm flattered by the cosplay, but you got a few details wrong. I can't blame you though. It's hard to copy for perfection. And of course, it's still pretty early to speculate what will be in Sonic Movie 4, but I can picture the opening is starting off like right where the third movie ended. But yeah, does that mean no possible spin-offs in between? I mean, it could still happen. You could just have like you could just say like that the ending scene of Sonic Movie 3 where took place like much later, or the post-credit scene actually took place like much later, to where Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles were having another race that wasn't the one they had at the end of the at the end of the movie right before the credits played. So you could argue it's a different one. But won't know until we get a spin-off announced, which don't know when that will be, if we will or not. But I mean, it's probably more likely that a spin-off, no movie spin-off would happen. Mm-hmm. But if they were gonna do another spin-off, TV show spin-off, is that I hope they can at least like add like another Sonic character to the in it, instead of having to be exclusively a movie thing. Well, the Knuckles show did introduce Patrick Mac, but yeah, that was more so just like an illusion, I guess, of him. So, but in a way, yeah, you could say that he was introduced in the Knuckles show, Chief Patrick Mac. But yeah, like they would do like a shadow show. Oh, then that would be the perfect opportunity to introduce Rouge. Or even the Fin Shadow and Knuckles show. Oh, because I think both Keanu and Idris talked about wanting to do a Shadow and Knuckles show. I mean, hey, it's an underutilized dynamic in my opinion, especially in recent years. And yeah, you can get frozen in ice, which breaking out of it's the same as it was in man, the name of the zone's blanking on me in Sonic Mania. Crest Garden, I think it was. I don't know. The name's stupid. Oh wow. Whatever the one that zone is that is after Flying Battery. Hey, but yeah, and yeah, I mean, like, you could have had an opportunity to introduce Rouge or even the Chaotix in the Knuckles show, but they went for more of a route with Wade. Which I don't mind, because I like Wade in the movies and all, but yeah, he definitely did. Problems out here the focus was just too much on him, when it should have been a little bit more on him and Knuckles, yeah, the interactions we do get of them with their dynamic, like, even if though it's few and far between, it's still pretty good, which should have been the main focus. And now you get to see me do this boss fight the proper way, since I never got the chance to do that. Yeah, and the only difference is that this fight's a little harder because there's no blue conveyor belts that make you go towards him. And yeah, you can slow down at this a little bit. You don't have to just keep holding right here to be as close to him as you can. And no, yeah. And of course that's That's what the abilities are for. I'm gonna wait. Now. Yeah, like you see, like when I'm closer to the left, the conveyor belts are dropping a little slower. Oh. Man, I didn't even get a chance to use my avatar ability on this guy. But hey, at least I'm still doing it like the proper way without managed to do in one go. No! The bombs I find to be the hardest attack to avoid, because you don't know when they're gonna land exactly. You don't know if they're gonna land on the first level, on the bottom row, or the top row. You have no idea of knowing that. So, well, actually, there might be a way, or I just never. If there is, I just never noticed. And for what I would have said, if we were doing this game as like a first, if we were doing this game as like a first back, if I was doing this game back when it first came out here, then I would have told you I hate this boss fight, even more than the Fang fight in Golden Capital. But honestly, that was mainly due to the fact that I wasn't good at it, but hey, at least this fight doesn't drag on for like several minutes like the Fang fight in Golden Capital. Cause that's one thing I will give this fight over that. Cause but for boss fights in like Sonic games, especially classic ones, and I expect those to be like, you can beat them like a minute or so. Seriously, come on. And that, of course, that's not to say like every boss fight it should be beaten in like a minute or so or less than that. Like final boss fights are like the exception because it's meant to be the fun, because they're meant to be like the big bad finale of the game. So I can give it a pass on those. Those a pass, but really it also shouldn't be the mid bosses or. So that's really thing, and I'm also fine with like him. The boss fights at the end of the zone lasting longer than a minute as well. But as long as they just don't feel like unfair. But when like 3D boss fights, oh, I like not get no. Okay, what? Come on! I was on the platform and it. Oh my gosh. I freaking pressed A to jump, but it didn't register as me jumping. And the reason I'm not using any of the emerald powers now is because I'd rather save them for when I'm closer to the end of the fight. I'm just more mad that, well, come on, seriously, now. Oh, more mad that I did better on my first attempt at this. What was I supposed to do to avoid that? But anyways, consider this a little bit of foreshadowing for a few later episode. Yeah, and the reason I'm not really cutting here is mainly because I just want to show how hard this fight could be. You're doing it the correct way. Plus, it's not too long of a boss fight once you know what to do and can pull everything off right. I like doing that there. Just timing your jumps just right to take all of his enemies he sent out. And just don't have to deal with them. Okay, well maybe I think I figured out a pattern with those bombs there. The ones that he launches up low go on the top row, Well, I think the top ones that he launches up high will go on the bottom, though. Or it's just random. Maybe it is just random, because I saw that top one was... the one he threw up high didn't landed on the top row, not the bottom, so... So, who knows? Yeah, okay, it is pure random. Because saw all those just didn't... Because, yeah, well, you saw them all there. Like, if I were to change anything about this boss fight, it would probably be just make them... Come on, just let me hit him, and I'm all out of rings. If I were to change anything about this boss fight, it would be make it a little more, make the hint on the bombs here be a little more clear, you know, where they're gonna land, so you know where to avoid them. And actually, I never tried to slow down the time here. Well, that does kind of help with the figuring out where the bombs go, at least. Okay, and you can even see that some missed the platforms as well. Damn, wasn't letting me hit him though. At first. Oh, and now eventually he just starts doing this attack where he shoots frickin' electric ball spears at you. Anyway, I might give this one. This might be my last attempt here, and I'll just cut till I get it. Cause this boss fight's starting to drive me a little nuts here. Yeah, actually, maybe jumping into the bombs when they were covered in ice is fine. Yeah, didn't even look like I touched them there for a second. And, okay, yeah, so you can jump into the bombs when they was covered in ice there, but that may not be a good idea, because you don't know where they're gonna land, and well, oh, yeah. Oh my, come on. Yeah, that's the problem with this fight, is that you don't know where they're gonna land, and it's mainly just the bombs I have is my problem. Especially since you get knocked back, and there's like no, it's like it doesn't matter if you have rings or not. Well, maybe a little bit it does, but not as much as it should. And yeah, I know I said that was the last attempt was the last one I was gonna do that, I was gonna cut it, but why not just do one more? So okay. I think of almost every time I had gotten them, it was like 2 to 3 hits each time. Okay, got a ring. So that's 3 hits. Screw it, I'm doing it now. Yeah, screw all those bombs. That's 4 hits, and thinking I was gonna do what? Yeah, this. Yeah. That's a little tip you can do. Just jump as high as you can there to avoid the attack. God. Come on. So far in this now he's gotten almost like almost all the conveyor belts here are just red. I'm saving more for my next hit. Actually, who needs bullet now? And hey, good fan. There we go. I did not think the correct way for once, and it took several tries, but we managed to do it. And on to Act 2, and then Act 3 will be the space shooting one. At least the worst of the boss fights are over. For now. Now, or I guess I really should say that in quotation marks. Because that's not the worst fight in the game. And here, because we got one more coming up, which I've been foreshadowing a lot. When we may or may not see at the end of the episode, unless this is unless this is the end of the episode and it's on to the next episode. Then. And what? Yeah. And I guess I'll just I'll just say now. So what I'm actually gonna do is something I normally don't do is end the recording session right when we reach the final boss of Trip's story. Mainly because well, that fight doesn't be a pain to do, and I honestly just want to reach it at least. I'll do one attempt at it, and then I'll just end the episode there, because it's gonna take a long while to do. But I won't say any more past that. Got a rainbow. It's probably not a good idea to use it here, but because that you can get crushed. How much more there? Okay, good. I knew it! I knew it would happen! I don't think I can go back and get the more rings, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't think so. Because it's all in the foreground here. All that just to get back up here and... well, you know, so touching a checkpoint after you touch it, regains your emerald ability. So that's cool. I always thought you had to touch a new I always thought you had to touch a checkpoint that you didn't touch yet in order to regain your emerald abilities. But it's good to know. No, so that's nice. Doing it now. So this is well, being superhero is just gonna be the death of me, cause almost every time, cause there's so many crusher blocks here and. Nope, not this time. Yeah, it's a good thing that they only move at the speed you go at whenever you just do it and you go out there, so you won't get crushed. So, because I think the idea is that meant to be an automated segment as a set piece. And now this again, and wow! Oh, I didn't even kill the first enemy and I died. In fact, I never even died on this stage before. That's crazy to me. This is like the easiest stage in the game, so well, how could you possibly die on this? Well, maybe not the easiest one here, but at least to me it feels easy because well, it's not like any act before. But yeah, I'm glad I managed to clear this without getting hit the last time we did it. Because that's what mattered to me, and I'm actually dropping bombs now. We're dropping missiles, I get what should say. You know what, those green enemies I'm calling DNA enemies, cause that's what their shapes look like. Oh, he's not dead here. Yeah, there we go. All dead. And alright, you're not going to what? I can't go into the next section until I kill all the enemies. I got hit during the cutscene there. Wow. I have no idea what's with that, because as well, seems like it unfair point to get hit. But tell you what, if we somehow get to the final boss fast enough, then I'll do like probably 3 attempts at it before I end it. And I realize I have no rings.